Hey everybody. So I I I did a Christmas tree this year. I For the first time ever I actually put an actual tree in a stand, which wasn't that hard, but it was getting the screws. Originally, it's a long story, but it ended up being more complicated than I expected. So I spent a lot of time kind of crouched and on my knees and like moving around. Anyway, the point is I threw my back out, and that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But and so I got a little better, and I waited to go back to yoga because that's what you're gonna do when you throw your back out. So I went back yesterday and I had a great day at yoga, and then today I could feel my back being a little twingy, but I was like, it'll be fine. Threw my back out again. So I am a little frustrated because that means I can't go to yoga again for a few more weeks, possibly. I probably won't really be able to work out at all. Hopefully that's not true, but we'll see. And I am just trying to like not get overly stressed about it. But I mean, like now I could complain. I was just about to list, and honestly, like my arm is hurting my back just holding this up. I could complain. There's a lot of stuff I want to complain about. But the fact of the matter is that it happened, and the consequences are what they are. Like I can't. If I were to list all the things that, see, here's the thing. I could list all the consequences that are they're stressing me out. Would that just stress me out more? And do I just deal with the things as they come up? Just like, okay, this is what it is. Excuse me. Yay. Like right now, I'm just gonna have to be in bed, and that usually makes me go to sleep. I can't go to sleep right now. I have to do work. But any consequences that come from this, I can deal with, right? I'm noticing, like, one of the things that I'm trying to do, I belong to a Michael Singer group on Facebook, and they're having like challenges about like noticing things. So I'm just trying to notice, I am noticing the shifts in my energy when I think about it. I can feel the frustration. And I think in the past, I mean, like, honestly, in the past, when I was really suffering from the anxiety, because I still have anxiety, like it doesn't just go away. It's just handling it differently, right? So when I was handling the anxiety differently, I was already at a like high level all the time. And I still am, honestly. My baseline is anxious across the board. And I'm working on that, actually. Something I've been working on the past couple of days, because I kind of realized like I need to chill out. But it's much lower than it was before. So back in the day when my anxiety level was higher than it is as a baseline now, something like this would just like, I'd be freaking out about it. Like I'd be, and also, kind of self-pity, like, oh God, I can't believe this happened to me. And maybe not exactly like that, but just like, oh, of course this happens. I'm just trying to move ahead in my life, and look, this happens, and blah blah blah. Like that's what I would be telling myself, and I really shouldn't even say that out loud, because that's kind of I shouldn't even say that out loud. But the point is, it's a good challenge to notice not just the shifts in my energy, but the shifts in my physical body. And this is another thing, right? Like, so I'm noticing that I have this tendency that my father has that I'm not a big fan of, especially in him, which I think I'm not a fan of in myself. I think part of it is because I really don't like it about myself. But he does this thing where if he's hurt, he likes people to know about it. And so he'll and it's not that he fakes being hurt or he exaggerates. He just lets people know. So, he goes around like, Jesus Christ, like all that stuff when he's hurt. And I find myself like even when I'm alone, just kind of being like huffing and puffing a bit more than I have to. You know what I mean? It's like, are you really hurt that much? Can you calm down? You know? So, and I find like this, I don't know, there's something in me that wants other people to know that I'm hurt. But I am just being observant of that and not doing that, even though it's like and I don't like even, hey, Brian, hi, I miss you. I can't wait to come to England. And move there. See, there's my affirmation. That's one of my affirmations. I live in a 2-bedroom flat in London. So I'm not going to let this set me back from the work that I have to do today. I have a lot of books to write, like a lot of books to write. We're going to be hiring someone soon though, which is going to be awesome. And then, yeah, there's just a lot to do. And, you know, I'm not going to allow my frustration over what's happened with the back thing to impede me. I'm not going to think about the consequences. So let's stop saying negative things. Let's talk about what I am going to do, not what I'm not going to do. What I am going to do is focus on my work, focus on the things that I have on my plate to get done today. And focus on the positive, focus on the, I'm not going to complain. Focus on the positive outcomes that I am envisioning for myself. You know, my 3 goals that I have in the next 3 months, you know, I can move back to London. I am ready to start auditioning again, which means a lot of different things for me, one of which is losing weight. And my 3rd is, why can't I think of it right now? Oh, jeez. I was considering this a part of the moving back to London thing. It's like I have 35 to 45 clients, but at least 35. So in the next 3 months, that's the plan, to grow the business so that I can move back to London and I can, you know, go on auditions and not have to worry about or think about income coming in. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm grateful for that, the knowledge that I have now that it's about focusing on the positive and not on the negative, which I guess I always knew, but I didn't really think was possible for me. But it is, and I'm doing it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for everyone out there. Brian, I miss you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so excited to come back to London and see you guys. So I'm grateful for my friends, and I am grateful that I even have a work or a company to do this for. So I'm just going to remind you, as I'm signing off, as I always do, that you should always remember. I'm not going to shit on you. All right. You can always remember that you can choose to have a grateful day.